Some of the smallest insects can have a big impact on food prices. We're talking about bees. Up to a third of what you eat makes it to your plate because of them, and this last winter killed millions. Today, News 18 This Morning looks at how bees are trying to bounce back. It is a terrifying sound to some, but to beekeepers, that is a honey-making hum. But bees don't just make honey, they pollinate trees, flowers, fruits, and vegetables, allowing the American food industry to flourish. That was until last year's winter took its toll.
I had 14 hives going into winter, and I came out of winter with only 2.
Jim Tull, a Lafayette police officer by day, has kept bees at his home for the last 4 years. Winter is usually tough on bees, but this year was different.
I opened up my hives this spring and it still had honey and food stores in there for the bees, but they couldn't break cluster to go get the food. So they either froze to death or starved to death because they couldn't break cluster.
Bees have been dying in record numbers for the last decade. Even experts like Purdue's Greg Hunt is having trouble keeping his hives healthy.
You go to your hive in the spring and early winter and you see empty box. You open it up, you might see a small cluster of dead bees inside.
Mites, pesticides, and poor weather are all to blame, and it's sent the food industry scrambling. For example, California produces 80% of the world's almonds. With fewer bees available to pollinate almond trees, farmers there are searching far and wide, having bees shipped in from all over the country. The shortage, combined with this year's drought, will likely raise almond prices at the grocery store. Hunt says Indiana is feeling the effects as well.
Well, there's millions of dollars of produce that are dependent on honeybees in Indiana.
Corn and soybeans should be all right, but blueberries, cantaloupe, and squash are suffering. Fortunately for Tull and other Indiana beekeepers, the spring and summer have bees bouncing back.
It's been a good year. It's been a mild July. We've had rain when we needed it, and the bees are loving it.
Tull has more honey today than he did at this time last year, and Hunt says his Purdue colonies are doing well too.
Since the winter, the bees have rebounded very nicely.
If we have another bad winter, neither Tull nor Hunt knows exactly what will happen. But for now, life is sweet as summer fades and the bees look ahead to fall.